I hope you all are having a great day today. So today I figured I'd do a talking video where I come in and I just talk about all of the things that's going on in my life. I hope you all are having a great day today. And if you're not, hopefully I can brighten up your day. Let's start off with the fox that I was telling you all about. Remember I told you all of the animals you could ever imagine is coming in my yard? Let's talk about the fox. It's 1:30 in the morning and we get a notification that something's in the driveway. So we quickly look to the driveway and we see what it is. It's the fox. It's the fox, the low down dirty fox. And guess what he does? I mean, this fox is so bold. Now he's coming to the front door. Oh yeah. And now I got receipts. I got a picture of this fox on this phone and I'm getting ready to show him to you. Now, it's not clear because it was raining. So you can tell where like the cement is wet, but you can see him. I'm getting ready to circle him in the picture. There he is right there. So let me see. Hold on, y'all. You see him moving? Look at that. I'm talking, that thing is big, ain't it, y'all? I told y'all. And the deer, I don't know if I had a chance to tell y'all there was a deer. There was a deer in the neighbor's yard. Big old huge deer. Big old huge deer. We out there taking pictures of the deer, talking loud, and this deer was not afraid. He was not afraid, so I thought that deer might live back there. The deer might live back there. And we're talking groundhogs. We are. We're talking groundhogs, foxes, deers. What's the other thing? Raccoons. I told y'all there was 2-3 raccoons in the front yard. Like, so what's happened? I live in a safari. I'm convinced that we live in a safari. That was concerned about Dakota's foot. It healed up. Of course, it healed up, and he took the stitches out. His foot is healed. He's doing well. It's nice and smooth. He just has, like a mark that you could tell something happened, but one day, I was doing my makeup. Getting ready to start videos and everything, and he come talking about he done took the stitches out. So the stitches are out, and his foot looks pretty good. I did a recipe for you all. Today, Gina Young showed you all how easy it was to make salt and pepper shrimp. And when I tell you the recipe is so good, it's a super easy recipe, but it's packed with so much flavor that you and your family will love. I understand that there's a lot of people that don't eat seafood, or maybe you don't like shrimp, but for the people that do love shrimp, you're going to want to try this recipe because it's so easy and it tastes absolutely amazing. So if you haven't seen that video yet, it's out now. You're going to want to check it out and like save that video because it's so tasty. Me and our son was sitting there today and we was talking about when I used to go live. I used to go live a lot. And he told me, he said, Mom, that was so much fun. He said, when's the last time you heard from any of those people? And he mentioned a couple people. I said, I haven't talked to anybody, but we used to have the funnest of times when Gina Young would go live. Maybe one day I'll hop back on here. But the thing is really about finding the time, because right now I don't have the time to do it, But we used to have so much fun when I would go live. But me and him, we got a good smile and a laugh in. We was talking about some of the people that used to come into the live and some of the funny things that y'all have said to me. And it was really a great conversation. And I was looking at my son walk away. He was just smiling, thinking of one of the times when we went live and he was on there, and we were doing, it was kind of like a game where we was asking y'all things like mice or lice. And you guys in the live was answering the questions, and y'all was so funny. So it was really fun. And I think we stayed on that live for about 6-7 hours. We did. My husband is convinced that I'm the nosiest neighbor ever. I am nosy. I want to know what the neighbors is doing. I'm always watching. I'm watching everything. I want to know what's going on in my neighborhood. I do. So I guess I am a little nosy. I like to know what's going on. So I told him, I said, baby, the neighbors done moved. He said, he looking at me like, how you know? Like, did you know? How do you know? Because I've been watching everything. I watched the movers come in. I could see people moving in the house. And I've been watching for a couple of days. And I said, they have to be moving. And then when I seen y'all, they had a boat in the backyard. It was a boat back there. When I seen the boat being moved and a couple other things, I said, oh yeah, they moved. So they did move. And now there's new neighbors. I just hope they take care of their yard. That's all I'm looking for. I just hope to take care of the yard and they weed whack and clean the fence up, and do what you're supposed to do if you're a homeowner, People already, they done had a company come out and clean the yard up and cutting the grass and everything. And I'm hooting and hollering. And my husband says, he comes downstairs. He said, was you just on the phone talking to somebody? I said, no, I'm talking to myself. I was saying, yes, get that yard cleaned up. He said, yep, he knows I'm nuts. Everybody over on another platform, they're like looking at me and sending me messages like, oh my gosh, like, where have you been? Like, I haven't seen you in years. And like they saying they haven't seen me or heard from me. Do I still cook? Do I still do cooking videos? Yeah. I ain't never went nowhere. Started in 2017 here on this platform, and I'm still here. I'm still doing what you remember me doing. Like, people are acting like I done fell off, like the planet. Like they are so shocked when they see me. I'm like, hi. I tell you, it's a lot going on in this world today. I'm telling you, stay prayed up. You hear me? Because that's what I'm doing. That's what you got to do, y'all. It's a whole lot going on. And anytime you forget about one thing, something else pops up. Stay prayed up. No matter what happens in life, stay prayed up. You and your whole family. The other day, my husband was at the back patio door. And I guess it was night. I'd like to say it was night. It was a little dark. And he gonna come talking about, whoa! And I thought, what? That's all I said. I know I said what. And then I started cussing a little bit. Probably all kinds of words you couldn't even imagine. He told me I just seen something. Okay. What did you see? He said, I don't know. He talked about outside of the house. I think it could have been a mouse. And guess what I did? I got some peppermint spray. I went to spraying that peppermint spray. I went to spraying that peppermint spray everywhere. My husband like, don't get mad at me. I'm just telling you. I think that's what. And then quickly he figured out what it was. Guess what it was? It wasn't a mouse. It was a frog. And since we moved in, that frog has always been there. That frog ain't went nowhere. All of these winter weather storms that we done had, that frog has weathered the storm, right? But anyways, okay, let's jump back, and then we're going to jump back into something else. He said, oh, there it is right there. He said, oh, okay, it was a frog. He said, but he was moving fast. So when I looked down, there was 3 frogs. Yeah, they just having a time of their life. It had rained a little bit. And these 3 frogs is just sitting there. See, I'm not afraid of frogs at all. I actually think they're kind of cute. But, I mean, you don't want to, you don't want one to come hopping across your feet or nothing while you're sitting outside. But I'm not afraid of them, like I am mice. But anyways, I got to thinking one day, and my brain went down a whole tunnel. And I asked my husband, I said, baby, so how does that frog keep coming back every single year? Like all these winter storms we done had with the ice freezing over and all of these winter weather alerts. I said, that same frog ain't went nowhere, right? And we got to thinking. And we looked it up. And it said that the frog, this is interesting, the frog buries himself into the ground, under the dirt, to a certain level. They said over the winter he can freeze, like literally his body will freeze. And then come spring and summer, guess what he do, baby? He thaw out. And then he come back, and that's absolutely wild. That's so interesting. My husband told me I'm nuts.
He did.
Are they hibernating like a bear would do? I mean, I guess it's basically like the same thing. But, you know, their body is a little body. It's a thin body. You know, it ain't got fur like a bear does. But they freeze. Completely freeze, thaw out, and they ready to go come springtime. Y'all, I'm going to get off of here. I just wanted to do this talking video and say hello to you guys and tell you thank you for supporting my channel. I love every single one of you. Thank you for all the messages, the emails, and everything. I can't get to your messages, but I do appreciate you. Until the next video, good night. I'll be cooking something you want to see tomorrow.